Hi YouTube, I'm back with another video. This is Maxine of Renaissance Max, and if it's your first time here, then welcome. I hope you like this video, and I hope you decide to stick around, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share with your friends, all of those things. If you've been here before, welcome back, and thank you. Thank you for checking out the videos, and if you're a subscriber, thumbs up for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and all of your support. Okay, so because we are a fledgling channel over here. In my last video, I said that I was going to style up all of the new things that I had gotten in for summer, and but I hadn't gotten everything that I had ordered because there had been the sales. Everybody knows everything went on sale. Zara, H&M, Cause, Massimo, Dutti, naming a few of the stores that we have here in Canada, in Toronto, because we don't have a lot. We don't have a lot of stores. We've got to work with what we've got. But yeah, I had ordered a couple of things from Zara, and I'd ordered a couple of things from Massimo Dutti, and I finally did get them in. So I'm going to show you what I got, because it's not that much, and maybe do a little styling thing, or trying to figure out what I would wear with what. But I thought that I would start off, before we get to all of that, with showing you a couple of the things that I have been relying on to help me through I guess this menopausal part of my journey, my life journey. So yeah, it was just not something that we discussed, but here we are, and I've been dealing with it for, I want to say a good 10 years. A good 10 years that I've been dealing with menopausal symptoms. So again, just the hot flashes mainly. Well, at least that's what I thought at the beginning. But as time has gone on, I've realized that there have been other things that are, I guess, attributed to, I don't know if they're attributed just to menopause or just to aging in general. Thinner skin, dry, itchy skin. I have mentioned it before here on my channel, and I've talked about one of my best coping mechanisms for that, and that has been my personal cooler. I've had other fans as well, but this one is my favorite, and I found it on eBay probably a good 10 years ago, and I've been using it ever since. And this is actually my third one that I've gone through. So can you hear that? It's a very, very powerful fan. So soothing. I don't know what I would have done without this thing, to be honest with you. So let me explain to you how this one works. I know there are others. There's a Dyson one that's out. I've never tried it, but it looks good. I actually wouldn't mind trying that at some point, just to have, because, even just when it's hot, overbearingly hot, as it has been for part of this summer already. So let me explain to you how this one works, because it's like this little case thing. It's got a thing for your, you can hold it and put it over your wrist. So this back piece just pulls off like that, and there is a sponge in here. And the idea is to wet the sponge. So this has been wet with some cool water, and just wring it out. So you don't want it to be soaking wet, right? But just so it's like nicely damp. And that fits right in here, where I guess the fan part goes, and produces all that cool air. It takes 4, I guess, AA batteries that fit here. So you just open this, and the batteries are in there. I know that sounds like a lot, but you know what? They last a very long time. My first fan like this, I'm pretty sure the batteries lasted well over a year. And that was with me using it quite regularly. I think I used it really for one of the first times my daughter and I went to Jamaica on holiday in 2016, and I don't know what I would have done without this fan. It was the heat right from the airport, because we landed in Mobay. Then we had to wait in this very long line. And because it was Christmas time, of course, we were dressed really for winter. So by the time we got into Mobay and lined up, and it was this long, snaking, winding line, because we got there late at night. So you've only got maybe one or two agents to deal with this, processing this big crowd. And it got so bad that it's, even though I had like a light jacket on, got to the point where I wasn't able to take it off, because I knew if I took it off, I would look like I had just stepped out of the shower. I was dying under that jacket. But I had my fan, so yeah, my face was okay, but the rest of me, yeah. Let's not revisit that. But anyways, what am I doing? This has been my lifesaver in more ways than one. I've loaned it. I've loaned it to people on the subway. I have been a couple of times on the subway and had some woman sitting across from me, and I knew exactly what she was going through, because she got on the subway and just started stripping down. And I thought, oh no, do you want to borrow this? So yeah, it's a lifesaver. And I bought it for, I think, around $16 US, maybe even a little less, my first ones. Yeah, been my constant companion for at least 8 or 9 years. And I've never even given her a name. Let's call her Fanny. So Fanny has been my lifesaver. I found her on eBay. But I have been having trouble finding more of these. So I'm going to be doing another deep dive, and if I can find them, I will link it in the description box in case anybody wants to have one of these. But again, I know that Dyson has come out with a personal fan recently, and that looks like it might be a very good one too. So I haven't seen it in the stores yet, but I will try and look for it and maybe do a review on that one as well. But this one, fantastic. I like the fact too that I get to just carry it, stick it in my bag, pull it out when I need it. I'm not crazy about the ones that sit around your neck. I think they probably do a great job. But this one I can just put it anywhere I need to. The pits. In between the boobs, anywhere that it needs to go. Okay, so that's Fanny the Fan. So a couple of things I neglected to mention about Fanny is that she is USB compatible. So you can actually plug this in, plugs in there, and then it's got a USB, and so you can plug it into your computer or phone charger or whatever and use it that way as well. So totally convenient. That's my friend. It's called, let me show you the box, portable cooler. And it comes with all these accessories. Actually, it comes with, let me put my glasses on. Okay, so inside this package, portable cooler, USB cable, a little water bottle so that you can wet the sponge, and then the water cooler sponge. So it comes with all this stuff in the box. And this is not sponsored, by the way, just in case you're wondering. Not sponsored. It's just my personal favorite, okay? And I'm going to put the details in the description box. I don't know what to tell you. If you can find it, great. If not, I haven't been able to find any more, so we'll see. But I do have an extra one. And when I get to a certain number, and I don't know what that number is because I don't know, I'll come up with a number at some point, but I will be giving one of these away. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I want to show you the stuff that I got in. I said that I had ordered a couple of things from Massimo Dutti, and these pants are one of those things. So let me style it up and I'll come right back. Okay, so from Massimo Dutti, I mentioned that I had bought a pair of pants, or at least I think I said it was a pair of pants, and they were too big, and so I ended up returning them for a smaller size. And honestly, I feel like I could have gone down even another size. So these are a size 8, but I just love these pants. I don't know if you can see them. They've got stitching at the side and then along the bottom as well. And they are super, super, super wide. On pleat here, and I just love how wide they are. And they're super long. And I really feel like I probably could have gone down another size. I'm too exhausted from already returning and keeping and sending back and all of that. So I think I'll just hang on to these because you never know. Having something be a little bit too big, you can work with that. But if I send it back and I get something smaller and then I grow out of it, not that I plan to do that, that could definitely be a problem, right? So these pants I got, and I could wear them just like this with a t-shirt and something that I got from Zara. Where is it? I was looking for, or I was on the hunt for, a white linen blazer for the longest time. So this is from Zara. This is from the Zara sale. It was $1.99, went down to, well, it's 50% off. So basically $99.99 now. It started off at 40% off. I bought it and then I took it back so I could get the extra money off. Look, we have to save our coins over here. we have to be fiscally responsible, as I like to say. So this is the jacket. What I really like about it is this sort of hand stitching that you can see on the lapel. And it has no fastenings here. So it's just open, and then it has a belt that ties at the waist. So the belt is actually attached here. I got it in the large. I did initially get it in the medium because I don't think there's a big difference between the large and the medium. But again, I like to err on the side of too big, if anything, rather than too small. And there you have it. It's got pockets that are sewn shut. At least I think they're pockets. I haven't opened them yet. But of course I have pockets with the pants. These are two new in things. And I also got a blouse from Zara that I had been watching because I think it was from the Z collection or whatever they call it, and it was very pricey. I think it was $100. So when it went on sale for 50 something, I decided to grab it. And I don't know guys, I'm kind of on the fence about it a little bit. It's very boho. It's made out of this sort of cheesecloth-y type cotton, and it is that pale yellow cream color. I really like the details of this. I'm just going to throw it over what I'm wearing so you can see. Even though I'm probably going to die of heat stroke in a minute. Okay, So there you have it. I like the pops of red embroidery. You can see on the collar and also on the sleeve. And then these little baubles here. You see those? And it's got some blue stitching at the edge of the cuff. So just a very pretty blouse, double string closure, and just light, airy, breezy. Don't have to worry about what underwear to wear underneath it. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's just very pretty. And I'm sure I can find things to style it up with. I could wear it with this red skirt for a full boho look. Done something like that on my Instagram, where I styled this up with a black shirt. But yeah, so I could do that. Or what else could I wear it with? I have jeans that are kind of this color. I could wear it with that, or just regular blue jeans. So yeah, that's my new in from Zara. And back to the pants. I can do a bunch of different things with the pants. And I have to be careful what I style it with, because they are so big and wide and long, and I could end up just drowning or looking like I'm drowning if I'm not careful what I wear with it. So I would preferably wear something more fitted on top. But I have a bunch of different things I could wear it with. I like the idea of this shirt because it's got the white. That's kind of more gray. White, gray, schmay, whatever. I like the idea of this shirt, but again, it's kind of on the loose side and might be too much, the two together. Let's see. Tuck it in and throw on a belt, or just tie it up. Could do something like that with it. And of course, because it's so long, I can, and it's just got an elastic waist, I can pull it all the way up. But just some ideas, right? Just some ways that I can do different things with these pants. And shoes, I'm gonna need a heel, of course. Unless I get them shortened, and I prefer not to because they do have that big cuff down at the bottom, and I wouldn't want to sort of take away from that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But can I stand on here so you can see? See, it's got that big cuff at the bottom with the white stitching. So yeah. Okay, but there are ideas floating around. There's also, I also have this eyelet shirt for a full black look, and it's cropped. So that could be an option to wear with them. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so there's that. The other thing I was thinking that I would wear with it is this wrap dress that I showed, I think, a couple of videos ago. So I was thinking this could be an interesting combination, right? Not sure what goes where. This goes through here. There should be a hole on the other side, but there isn't. Okay, so you've got this combo here, right? Not exactly sure how this would work, but just as a sort of dress over pants kind of idea, you know? I like the idea of it. I'll work it out at some point, but yeah. So those are just some ideas I have for these pants. I just really like them. Oh, one other look that I might be inspired to try. Although I think this jacket is a little tiny bit on the snug side right now, but I do have this crop jacket. So this is not a summer look, mind you, but I have this very cute little crop jacket. And look at the lining. It's black and white polka dots. So it would go really well with this jacket. And this jacket is a real oldie but goldie from Club Monaco. So there's that idea. Okay, so I showed you the two things I got from Zara, which are the boho blouse and the white linen blazer. Finally got a white linen blazer, yay! Okay, they have actually a bunch of really good white linen blazers this year. And everything was sold out in my size. Just large or extra large, depends, you know, Zara. So this is the one that I ended up with. I really, really like it, but they had another one with gold buttons that came nipped in at the waist. Loved it. I actually was able to find a large, but it was still too small. I really need an extra large. It's cut very, very small. So I'm going to keep an eye out for that. It looked like, I think it's cotton too instead of linen, but nice. Really, really nice tailoring and good workmanship on that. So I got one other thing from Massimo Dutti, and that's a pair of shoes. So I bought these sandals. Everybody's wearing these sandals. I didn't really fall in love with them right off the bat. What I loved about them though, I used to have a pair of these sandals without the sort of platform part though. They were very flat in leather, but they were this exact look with the toe ring part here, and they wrapped around the foot and wrapped around the ankle, and I wore the hell out of those sandals. They were so cute. They looked good with everything. Pants, skirts, dresses, whatever, you name it. And so when I saw these, at first I was like, oh yeah, I don't have any suede sandals because I've been avoiding suede for many, many years because it's so high maintenance. But it's everywhere, in your face. So I finally gave in and got these sandals. They're actually a little bit, I shouldn't say they're big. They actually fit perfectly. Just too big at the ankle strap, so I had to put another hole there so that I could do them up. So I would style these pants up with my Prenzer Schuler. These shoes get pulled out for every single outfit, practically in every look, just because I don't have a lot of stuff with heels anymore. I've gotten rid of a lot of, I mean, I still have some things, but I've gotten rid of a lot of high-heeled shoes because we're not doing that anymore. The knees can't take it. The feet can't take it. I feel like my feet have become way more thin-skinned, just maybe it's an ankle thing where they feel unstable in a high shoe, but and I've never been able to wear anything that's over 3.5 inches anyway, and now 3.5 is like 3 inches is my absolute maximum, and it helps if it's a block heel. So I'm not saying I can't do heels completely, but we're focusing on comfort over here. So anyways, with this shoe, because you know, tangents. With this shoe, I feel like this is actually the perfect height. I don't know if you can see it, but it's the pants are still pretty much all the way on the ground because they're so super wide, but this will work. It works with these shoes, so yay. But yeah, so that's really it. Those were the new in things that I was waiting on. They finally came. There were a couple more things that I decided not to keep. Again, fiscal responsibility. I did find one other thing that I'll show you. It's this dress. And I'm only not bothering to style it up because it is the exact same dress that I showed you in my last video, the cream colored one. Exact same thing, but in this really nice, almost denim blue. It's not denim, it's just cotton, but the color of it is like a good jean, isn't it? And of course, pockets. So yeah, this I picked up this week. Again, $30. So I feel like I'm set for summer. I don't need not one more thing that I can think of right now. I think I'm set for summer. I've got some dresses to beat the heat. And I said I wasn't a dress girly, and I'm not. But this year, with this kind of heat, it's the only thing that makes sense. It really is. So yeah, that's it. That's my haul, if you want to call it that. It's a very small haul. And showed you Fanny. This is it. If you've been here with me from the beginning of the video, thank you. I appreciate you so much. If you come back, I'll come back and we'll do this again. So I'm getting hot. I'm gonna log off for now and get some water. It's so too freaking hot in here. I need to be outside, to be honest. Okay, so thank you for sticking with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all of the things. And I will see you again next week, YouTube. Thank you and have a fantastic week. Okay, bye-bye.